More than 3,400 people were on board the Monarch of the Seas when a toxic gas leak in the engine room killed 3 crew members and injured 19 others. The Royal Caribbean ship had just docked in San Pedro after a trip to Mexico over Labor Day weekend 2005. The smell of rotten eggs so many had complained about was really deadly hydrogen sulfide, according to new Coast Guard records.
I know we smelled it the first night.
We first interviewed Moyna Wright of Woodland Hills 2 years ago. She was on that cruise and watched as the bodies of the dead were carried off. Despite the seriousness of the accident, Royal Caribbean set sail that night with only a few hours delay and a new set of passengers with the okay of the Coast Guard.
That ship on that weekend, owned and managed by that cruise line, was not safe.
Maritime attorney Jack Hickey of Miami is suing Royal Caribbean on behalf of the ship's staff captain, who claims he was injured in the accident.
It looks like they were putting profits over people in this instance.
According to this Coast Guard investigation, there were holes in these engine room pipes for 2 years before the deadly accident. These photos taken by the Coast Guard document the extensive corrosion they say they found. The report concludes early signs of hazardous H2S gas were missed.
It was totally crazy. We should never have sailed.
Bjorn Idison was the staff captain on the Monarch of the Seas at the time. He says he saw the holes in the engine room pipes and claims despite the patches that were applied, he felt the ship was unsafe and he warned his superiors. Idison talked to me from his home in Norway.
But the cruise line knew about it and they ignored the danger.
Idison claims he was fired after the deadly accident for complaining about the conditions. Royal Caribbean says he injured himself by going into the engine room without protective gear. RCI has tried to dismiss the lawsuit, insisting the claims are baseless. But according to this new court ruling, the captain can try and get punitive damages from Royal Caribbean because Idison has presented enough evidence.
We were never told that there was a significant problem on that ship.
The judge wrote, Royal Caribbean's actions demonstrated a gross indifference to the life and health of not only the plaintiff, but the other passengers on board the Monarch of the Seas when it continued to cruise with measures that allowed poison gas exposure to its passengers.
We had over 3,000 people on board, women and children, and I couldn't believe it. It was a nightmare, really.
Royal Caribbean would not comment on the lawsuit, the captain's termination, or the judge's order. But 2 years ago, when we first started investigating this incident, they told us the lawsuit was baseless and that safety was their top priority.